3 people, including a 15-year-old, are recovering after a gunman started shooting at a neighborhood park in northwest Jacksonville. JSO says an unidentified black man came out of a thicket of trees at that park on Richardson Road and started shooting at people playing basketball. 2 of the victims were taken to the hospital. The 15-year-old had a graze wound to the ankle. All 3 of them are expected to recover. The gunman, however, escaped.